Taking some nice, deep, centering breaths. Just allowing yourself to stretch out on your back. Feeling the mat beneath you. Taking some nice, deep breaths in and out through your nose. Finding the gratitude to yourself for showing up today. So for those of you who don't yet know me, my name's Shula, and everything I am offering is a suggestion, so your inner guidance system is far more knowledgeable about your body than I am, so please feel free to listen, and actually I encourage you to listen to your inner guidance system. So if that means coming out of a pose, ignoring my suggestion altogether, doing something else, that is great, and yay for listening to your body. So just settling in on your mat, on your back, and bringing your right knee up towards your chest, maybe reaching for below your knee with your hands, and just rocking it back and forth. Maybe drawing some circles with your ankle. Switching directions when you feel ready. And then starting to warm up your hip, releasing your left hand down on the mat, right hand just holding gently below your knee, drawing some circles with your hips, with your knee. Switching directions when you feel ready. And then right leg slowly extends up towards the sky, right hand behind your right thigh. And just draw some circles with your legs straight. That may feel really intense, and I just invite you to just open up your body a little bit. Switching directions. Beautiful job, everybody. And then releasing your right leg down on the ground. Left knee comes in. Giving yourself a hug with both hands right below your left knee to start with. And breathing here. The right hand comes down, left hand stays on your left shin, just slowly drawing some circles with your knee, maybe rolling your ankle in one direction and then the other. And coming back to center, left hand releases down, slowly extending your left leg up towards the sky. Just noticing how that feels. Drawing some little or big circles with your left hip. Beautiful job. And left leg extends long on your mat to meet your right. Bring your right hand to your heart. Left hand in your belly, just pausing here and getting nice and centered. One more nice, deep, grounding breath here. And releasing, stretching your arms up overhead, reaching through your fingers and toes, maybe finding a tiny arch in your back here, stretching nice and long. One more nice, deep breath here, toes extended out long, fingers extended out long. And release. And bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug with both knees here. And then placing your hands on behind your knees, on your thighs. So we're going to rock and roll a little bit on your spine. Rocking down and up, really getting the energy circulating in your body. 2 more times of rocking and then making your way into a seat. Great job. And bring your hands onto on your thighs. There we go. Starting with your Sufi grind. Inhaling as you come forward. Exhaling as you come back. Switching directions when you feel ready. And then making your way back to stillness and slowly bringing your left cheek over to your left shoulder. Pausing here. Then dipping your chin down towards your chest. And coming around to the other side. And then slowly dropping your head back towards your back, only if that feels good on your neck. If that feels tight or sore, you can just bring your hands behind your head as a little bit of a cushion and support here. And then easily drawing a circle with your neck. Coming all the way around or 3/4 of the way around and switching directions. Beautiful job. And planting your hands in front of you, uncrossing your ankles, rolling over into tabletop pose. So knees are about hip distance apart. Wrists are under elbows, under shoulders. Fingers spread nice and wide. Toes can be tapped or flat on the ground. Inhaling, filling your belly with air, lifting the crown of your head and your tailbone. Exhale, rounding your spine, drawing your navel up and in. Keep going with your own breath and movement, flowing through cat and cow. Really finding the length in your spine in both motions of the pose. Breathing in and out through your nose. And then coming back through center here. And we're going to come into thread the needle with a few pauses and hovers first. So left arm reaches long up towards the sky. Reach, 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 reach. And then bringing your left arm a few inches off the ground underneath your right shoulder to a hover. Inhaling, extending up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, extending up. Exhale, hover. Really reaching your fingers long underneath your right shoulder. Beautiful job. One more time up. And this time releasing your left elbow down on the ground. And maybe you want to come onto your right forearm or onto a block or a pillow. And I invite you to rest your left cheek on something. Maybe it's your right hand, maybe it's a bolster or a blanket or a block. Just pausing and breathing here. might want to open and close your fist here. That may feel really good in your body. And coming back on your right hand, left hand rises up towards the sky. And then reaches around, either finding your sacrum or your opposite hip, gazes up over your left shoulder. Beautiful job breathing here. Left hand comes back to down under your shoulder. Switching sides, right hand rises up towards the sky. Gaze comes up towards your right hand if that feels good on your neck. And then we'll do a few hovers and then releasing into thread the needle. So exhale, hover, bringing your right elbow, hovering a few inches off the ground. Left hand comes palm up under your left shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, hover. We'll be here for a few more rounds. And on your next exhale, releasing your right arm down to the ground, maybe coming onto your left forearm, or thread the needle on this side. Inviting your right cheek to rest on something, a bolster, a block, maybe your left hand. There's birds flying into the window, in case you're wondering what that sound is. One more nice deep breath here, maybe opening and closing your fist on this side. And pushing back into your left hand, right hand comes up towards the sky, reach nice and long. Right hand wraps around behind you, either finding your sacrum or your opposite hip, gazes out over your right shoulder. Breathing here. And then coming back to your tabletop pose. Right leg extends long behind you, toes down on your mat to start with, pushing back through your right heel, finding a nice stretch in your calf and your thigh. Breathing here. And then floating your right leg up, left hand reaches long, fingers pointing out to the side, thumb pointing up like you're shaking someone's hand. And then we're going to exhale, crunch, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. 2 more times. Left hand plants down. Right toes cross behind your left toes, turning to look at your right toes, opening up your side body here. Releasing, switching sides, left leg extends long on your mat, toes pointing down. Really pushing back through your left heel, finding that stretch in your calf and your thigh. Left leg floats up, toes pointing down, right hand extends long, thumb pointing up like you're shaking someone's hand. And either staying here or exhaling, crunch, knee to elbow on the side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Be here for a few more rounds. Planting your right hand, left leg extends out behind the right toes, turning to look at your toes, opening up your side body here. And then coming back to center, big toes together, knees to each edge of your mat, pushing back, finding your child's pose. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Get some music going here. 2 more nice, deep, nourishing breaths in your child's pose. And then sliding to lie forward on your belly, finding a baby cobra pose. And zipping your legs together. Inhaling forehead down to the ground. Fingers can be a little bit in front of your shoulders. Exhaling, rising up, floating your hands, just engaging your lower back, finding your back bend. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhaling down. Exhale up. Beautiful job. And from here, we're going to come into Queen Cobra. So tenting your fingers, bringing your fingers to about eye level, a few inches off from each side of your mat. If your shoulders feel really tight, you can try bringing your arms closer together or out wider, just finding what works best for your body. Inhaling, forehead down. Exhale, pushing in through your fingers, engage your core and lower back, Queen Cobra. Breathing here, looking over one shoulder, and then the other. Beautiful job. And lowering down, maybe shaking out your fingers for a second. And bringing your hands back so that they're under your shoulders, elbows bent, curling your toes under, pushing into plank. Breathing here. You can also bring your knees down if needed. And then slowly rising your hips up towards the sky, feet about hip distance apart, your downward dog. Bending into one knee, then the other. Maybe wagging your tail from side to side, especially if this is your first downward dog of the day. Two more nice deep breaths in this downward dog. Finding the balance between effort and ease. What would feel a little bit more easeful? And then we're going to come into a downward dog twist. So we're going to walk our feet about 3 to 5 inches towards our hands, bring our feet towards each edge of our mat, so we're in kind of a short downward dog. And maybe coming on to tented left fingers, or keeping your left hand flat. Right hand is going to reach underneath us, towards the left side of our mat, or maybe towards our left ankle. Gaze is out under your left shoulder. Beautiful job. Coming back through center, switching sides. Just being with all the sensations in your body right now. Left hand comes down, coming back to your nice long downward dog. Looking between your thumbs, coming on the balls of your feet, stepping one foot, then the other, coming to your forward fold. Breathing here, keeping a bend in your knees. Maybe swaying from side to side. Beautiful job. Inhaling up to a flat back. Hands resting on something, maybe your thighs, maybe a chair, maybe blocks. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale slowly, one vertebrae at a time, rising up. Hooking your thumbs, finding a mini back bend here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful job. Inhaling, arms sweep up overhead. Hooking your thumbs, find mini, mini back bend. Exhale, diving your heart forward, forward fold. Inhaling up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rising up. Exhale, diving your heart forward, finding your back bend. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hooking your thumbs, finding a mini back bend. Exhale, diving your heart forward. Seeing if you can find one breath per movement. We'll go through this sequence a few more times, just warming up our bodies. Pausing next time you're in your forward fold, planting your hands, stepping one foot and the other back to plank. And knees down, chest down, lie down. You can also come through a chaturanga, that's in your practice. Inhaling, sliding your heart forward, keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. Exhale, curl your toes, downward dog. Inhaling, right leg floats up to the sky, bending your knees, stacking your hip. Then coming back to center, bring your right knee towards your chest, towards your nose, and stepping through. You may want blocks here on either side of your right foot, and bending into your right knee. Bringing your gaze forward, bending over your right thigh. Exhale, straightening out your right leg, forehead comes towards your knee. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, curling in. Inviting your thighs to come together. Do your best. Then bending into your left knee, dropping it down to the ground, straightening out your right leg, toes up towards the sky, half split pose. Breathing here. And then bending into your right knee, uncurling your left toes, left hand plants on the ground, right hand sweeps up, finding your twisted lunge. Beautiful job. Right hand comes down, framing your foot, planting your hands, stepping back, finding plank. Then either knees down, chest down, and lie down, or coming through your chaturanga. Inhaling, sliding your heart forward. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful job, yogis. Inhaling, left leg floats up. Bending your knees, stacking your hips. And then coming on the ball of your right foot, bring your left knee towards your chest, towards your toes, and stepping through. And then if you want blocks, having them here on either side of your left foot. Also use some books or maybe some cans. Inhale, sliding your heart forward, bending into your left knee. Exhale, straightening out your left leg, bringing your forehead towards your left knee, keeping a micro bend in your leg. You always want to keep a micro bend in your knee. Inhale, heart comes forward. Exhale, curling in. A few more times. Using your own breath and movement. Bending your right knee, bring it down to the ground, straightening out your left leg, toes coming up towards the sky. Half splits on this side. Beautiful job, yogis. And bending into your left knee, uncurling your right toes. Right hand plants on the ground, left hand sweeps up, finding your twist. Left hand comes down, left foot steps back to meet the right, finding plank pose or tabletop pose. And either chaturanga or knees down, chest down, lie down, and we'll all meet in downward dog. Beautiful job. Inhaling, bending your right knee, opening your head. And then bring your right knee towards your chest, towards your nose, and stepping through between your hands. Left hand stays down, right hand flies up to the sky, finding your twist. Beautiful job. And from here, bending into your right knee, using your core, keeping your hands where they are, rooting down, rising up, revolved crescent lunge. So both palms are going to be facing towards the right side of your body, facing up. Left palm comes up, right palm continues its journey, finding your left thigh. Revolved peaceful warrior. Beautiful job. Breathe in here. And then slowly coming back through, right hand sweeps up to meet the left, palms facing each other, high crescent lunge. You can repeat the mantra on this side, or you can just listen. It goes, this is me, I am here, and I am perfect as I am. This is me, I am here, and I am perfect as I am. Yes, you are, yogis. Beautiful job. Cartwheeling your hands down, framing your right foot. Right foot steps back to meet your left. Knees down, chest down. Inhaling, sliding your heart forward, coming through chaturanga. Or meeting in downward dog. Remember to drink lots of water as needed or desired. Inhaling, left leg up, bending your knees, stacking your hip. Coming on the ball of your right foot, left knee comes towards your chest, towards your nose, stepping through. Right hand stays down, left hand sweeps up, finding a twist. Grounding down, using your core, rising up, palms staying where they are, facing towards the left side of your body. Breathing here. Left hand continues traveling down towards your right thigh, right palm flips up, revolved peaceful warrior. Breathing here. You can also bring your feet out wider if you need extra balance here. Coming back through both palms facing out to the side for a breath. And then left hand sweeps down and up, high crescent lunge. Beautiful job. Repeating the mantra on this side. This is me, I am here, and I am perfect as I am. This is me, I am here, And I am perfect as I am. Yes, you are. Beautiful job. One more breath here. Cartwheeling your hands down, framing your front foot. Stepping right back to downward dog or chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. And we're going to pause here for a few breaths, so you can either pause in downward dog, in child's pose, or dolphin, or some other pose that's resonating with you. Just resetting your breath, nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. Beautiful job, yogis. Wow, time goes so fast. Long meet in downward dog when you feel ready. Inhaling, bending into your right knee, opening up your hip, floating your right leg up. Bring your right knee towards your chest, towards your nose, planting here between your hands. Left hand stays down, right hand sweeps up towards the sky, finding your twist. Using your core, grounding down, rising up, both palms facing towards the right side of your body. Right hand continues its journey down, finding your left thigh, left palm flips up and over. Breathing here. Coming out, both palms facing towards the right side of your body. Right hand comes down and up, high crescent lunge. And then opening up to warrior two. Just taking a peek down, rearranging your feet as needed so that your right heel is perpendicular to the middle of your left back foot. Arms out at a capital T. Gaze is out over your right fingers. Breathing here. Beautiful job. Really grounding down through the outer edge of your left foot. Thighs strong, core engaged. And then flipping your right palm over, hanging forward with your hips first, and then drawing an arc in the sky. Left hand wraps behind your back, coming either towards your lower back or towards your opposite hip for a mini line here. Beautiful job. Left hand where it is for a breath. We're going to lean forward. Right elbow is going to come towards your right thigh. And see if you can open up through your left shoulder. Smiling across your cat clavicle here. Kind of a bind, extended side angle pose. Unwinding your left hand, bring it up towards the sky. Bring your left hand over your ear. We're breathing here, noticing how the shape feels. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Warrior two. Right hand, right elbow to right thigh. Left hand sweeps down, up and around, extended side angle. Continue with this flow for another couple of breaths. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Beautiful job. And then rising up to find five-pointed star here. So both feet are going to be pointing towards each edge of your mat. Feet are wider than your hips. Arms out wide to start with. Breathing here. Beautiful job. And from here, we're going to come into breath of fire. So you can relax your hands down at your sides, or you can bring your palms facing apart, cactusing your arms, or facing together. Yogi's choice. And if you're unfamiliar with breath of fire, it's sharp diaphragmatic breathing in and out through your nose. So it sounds like this. So if you're also brand new, you can also choose a dog panting breath, which you're going to stick your tongue out as wide as you can out your mouth and breathe in and out. So choosing your breath pattern that fits best for you today. Ladies, if you're on your moon cycle or if you're pregnant, you can take nice long deep breaths instead. Choosing your arm pose, sinking into your squat, sitting back, keeping your spine nice and straight. Half a breath in, letting it out. Half a breath in, breath of fire, dog panting, long deep breaths, go. Almost there, yogis. Keep going. You're doing great. You can do anything for 40 seconds, right? And relax. Heel toeing your feet together. Noticing how you're feeling. Bring your hands to your sides. Or to heart center, pausing and just breathing here. It's amazing how even a few seconds of breath of fire can totally shift your energy and your vibration. Beautiful job. And whether you did 1 second or you did 40 seconds or somewhere in between, you tried and you showed up for you. And great job for that. And just noticing how even 2 seconds of breath of fire just feels in your body. One more nice deep breath. And then bringing your hands to your hips. Feet are still out nice and wide. Hinging forward, finding your forward fold. Hands release down to the ground, or if the ground feels far away, onto blocks. And bending into one knee, then the other. Coming back through center, rounding down, rising up. And then stepping to the back of your mat with just a different perspective, noticing how that feels here. Inhaling, arms sweep up overhead, hooking your thumbs, finding a mini back bend. Exhale, diving your heart forward, forward fold. Inhaling up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping one foot back, then the other. Either coming right to downward dog, or knees down, chest down, and lie down, or chaturanga. Inhaling, sliding your heart forward. Exhale, downward dog. Inhaling, left leg floats up, bending your knee, opening your hip. And bringing your left knee back to center, coming on the ball of your right foot. Left knee comes towards your chest, towards your nose, stepping through. Right hand grounds down, left hand sweeps up, finding your twist. Using your core, rooting down, rising up. Revolve to crescent lunge. Both palms facing towards the left side of your body, bending into your left knee. Beautiful job, yogis. Left hand continues its journey, finding your right thigh. Right palm sweeps up and over, revolved peaceful warrior. Beautiful job. And then pausing with both arms back out, facing the left side of your body. Right hand sweeps up, left hand reaches it. High crescent lunge here. And repeating the mantra on this side. This is me. I am here. And I am perfect as I am. This is me. I am here. And I am perfect as I am. Yes, you are, yogis. Beautiful job. Opening up to warrior two. So your left knee is forward, back, right leg's back, coming over your left hands. Breathing here. Beautiful job. And just taking a peek below you, making sure that your left foot is parallel to the middle of your right foot. Left palm flips up and over, right hand wraps behind you, either finding your lower back or your opposite hip for a peaceful warrior with a little bind here. And then hinging forward with your hip, leaving your right hand where it is, left elbow is going to find your left thigh. Extended side angle with a little bit of a bind, seeing how this shape feels in your body. Gaze is up over your right shoulder. Just noticing how starting at the back of your mat gave you a little bit of a different perspective. Slowly unwinding the right hand, reaching it up towards the sky. Beautiful job, yogis. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. And continuing this flow with your own breath and movement. A few more rounds. Pausing the next time that you're in warrior two. And bringing your hands down to the side. And then rotating your right foot towards your back to the top of your mat and stepping both feet up towards the top of your mat. And shaking it out. Bring your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Arms nice and loose at your sides, kind of like wet spaghetti noodles. A slight engagement of your core and start swinging from side to side. Maybe giving yourself a little pat. Coming on the ball of one foot, on the other. Beautiful job. And coming back to center, we're going to come into our standing balancing pose. And we're going to do tree today if you prefer something different. Maybe warrior three or eagle or half moon. Please feel free to take that. Grounding down into your left foot, lifting your toes and planting them down, spreading them nice and wide. Right toes come out to the side, right knee bends. And bringing your ankle, the bottom of your right foot towards your left ankle, and either staying here, maybe this is your tree here, or bringing your right foot up to your left calf, maybe up to your left thigh. Using your core, grounding down, coming to a wall or a tree if needed. And staying here, our arms extend up overhead. Beautiful job. Good morning to whoever just jumped on. Welcome. Breathing here. And right hand releases down and shaking it out. Switching sides when you feel ready. Left knee comes out. Making sure your right toes are nice and wide. And bottom of your left foot comes to your right calf or to your right thigh. Just remember to be above or below your knee. Maybe your branches reach up. Noticing how one side may feel very different than the other. Breathing here. Beautiful job. Slowly unwinding, shaking it out. Bring your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Not a lot. We're going to come into a low squat. Arms out in front of you here. Bend your knees, sinking into your chair first, and then slowly into a squat. Come all the way down using your core. Beautiful job, yogis. You may want to pigeon toe your feet so that your ankles are here and your toes are pointing out towards each edge of your mat. Bring your palms together in prayer pose. Elbows pushing on the inside of your knees, opening up your hips a little bit more. If this feels incredibly uncomfortable, you can come onto a bolster or a blanket. You can also come higher up like this if you need to. Breathing here. You can also roll up a blanket and put it under your heels. You might find that helpful for you. Left hand plants down on the ground. Right hand sweeps up and over. Breathing here. Beautiful job. And coming back through center, switching sides. One more time in each direction. And then planting your hands. Maybe bring your hand behind you, coming back into a comfortable seat. Any way you'd like to get there. Bring the bottoms of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Keeping your knees bent. You can have blocks here under your knees if that feels good. Bringing your hands to your ankles, slowly just flapping your butterfly wings, waving your knees a little bit. Beautiful job, yogis. And then keeping your left foot where it is, extending your right leg long on your mat. Bottom of your left foot comes towards your right thigh. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hinging forward. Hands either finding your right calf, or maybe the bottom of your right foot, or using a strap or a scarf. Breathing here. And slowly walking your hands up, leaving your left foot where it is, planting your hands. We're going to swing your right leg behind us, coming into pigeon pose. So making sure your right leg is extended directly out from your hip. If you prefer figure 4 on your back, please come onto your back and take figure 4 pose. And sitting up nice and tall to begin with, and then slowly diving your heart forward over your left thigh. Breathing here. And just remembering everybody's body is different, so your shape may look totally different than mine, and that is perfect and beautiful. Breathing here. And slowly pushing your hands back, sitting back on your left hip, swing your right leg out in front, and switching sides. Left leg extends long on your mat, right knee bends, bottom of your right foot comes towards your left thigh. Switching sides if you're in figure 4. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging forward towards your left foot. Hands come on your left thigh, or maybe towards your left foot, or with a strap or a blanket or a block or a scarf. Just finding that balance between effort and ease. What would make this pose feel more easeful for you? And planting your hands, leaving your right foot where it is, swinging your left leg out behind you. Rolling onto your left thigh here. Making sure your left leg is extended directly out from your hip. Sitting up nice and tall to begin with. And then slowly folding forward. You can also have a block right here and have your forearms on the block if that feels good for you. Beautiful job. And sitting onto your right hip, left leg swings out in front of you. And then bending both your knees, making your way onto your back. Both knees come in for a hug. Maybe massaging out your spine, rolling side to side. Planting your feet on the ground. Feet are about hip distance apart, fairly close to your butt, maybe grazing your heels with your fingertips. Rounding down through your feet, using your core and your glutes, rising up into bridge pose. Staying here, maybe playing with bringing your arms out behind your head. Nice and long, gaze is directly up at the ceiling. Seeing if you can bring your hips just a little bit higher, breathing here. And slowly unwinding. And finding the supine twist of your choice. Arms out at a capital T, knees can be bent, or legs can be straight, or maybe one leg bent, one leg straight. Finding what feels best for you. Then release your legs over to the left side of your body. Maybe your left hand comes to your right thigh to encourage a little bit more of a twist here. Beautiful job, yogis. Coming back through center, switching sides when you're ready. And bring your knees into your chest for one last hug of the practice. And then taking any last poses that your body is calling for. Maybe a happy baby, maybe waterfall pose with your legs straight up in front of you, pointing towards the ceiling. Maybe it's something else, and making your way into Shavasana when you feel ready. And either choosing to stay in your Shavasana as long as you like, if you have time for it right now, or if you feel ready to come out, easily and deeply receiving your next breath in. Three more nice deep breaths. Coming back into your body. Wiggling your fingers and toes. And rolling onto one side. Using your arms to make your way into a comfortable seat, hands to heart center. Great work today. Just thanking yourself for showing up for you today. And we're going to close class with an Om and then a laugh. So we're going to Om first, breathing in. And then breath in, and we're going to laugh out. So breathing in, and your arms come overhead. Thank you all so much for joining me today. As you go forth in your day, may you have peace in your mind, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste.